Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anwar Willams, aka Mr313 RealEstate, and I'm going to go over a quick little tutorial on how you can be a FHA, first-time home buyer, not once but twice. It's very simple. I'll break down the math, how you can do so, and it's very beneficial. So, FHA allows right now, for their mortgages, they're doing 96.5% financing, okay? And usually you need about 620 score right now, okay? And 3.5% down. So you add that on with your appraisals and closing costs. Let's say you got a house for $300,000. That's $10,000 down of $300,000. So that's your 3.5%, right? So your first-time home buyer, FHA, get your 620, you get pre-approved. You go to the mortgager, you find out, what do I have to do to be pre-approved? And she may tell you, or he may tell you, well, you got the credit, but you're not making enough. So what you do, maybe you get a second job, you braid some hair, you babysit, make some cookies, some muffins. Maybe you cut hair, cut some lawns on the side, do some construction work, whatever it is you do on the side to get extra money. Or they may say you got the money, but you don't have the proper credit. Maybe you got some dings on your credit, so you have to fix that. But the first thing you have to do, you just have to find out where you're at. And a lot of people are scared to go and get pre-approved and find out what their credit score is or what their profile is, or what they have to qualify. That's the only way you're going to be a homeowner. So you work in reverse, you find out what it is you have to do, and then you go do it so you can qualify for this. So let's say you get a multi-unit house, right? It's 3 units. Door 1, door 2, door 3. I know it's not the best looking house, but no Picasso, all right? So, you got your 3-unit house. So this is me right here. I move in here, and I rent out A and B. Okay, so one thing a lot of people don't know is when you get a multi-unit house, and you decide to rent out the other 2 units, let's say we rent them out for $650 a piece, okay, then you can take the annual gross from your rent and you can add that on. The bank will add up 80% of that gross rent income to your income. So if you make $50,000 a year, let's just say, just for hypothetical reasons, that it comes up to $15,000. I'm not going to take the time out to calculate that. Let's say it's 15 grand, right? Now, the annual salary will be 65 grand. So that's one benefit to get a multi-unit. It'll look like, from the bank standpoint, that they'll take 80% of gross income and add it to your income as far as this is going, as far as getting approved. And you're getting that very low 2.5% interest rate that's right now, which is wonderful, which we're not going to see for a long, long time. So now is a very good time to be a homeowner. So you do this, you move in, you live in this, and you rent these 2 out. $650 a month. So that means you're getting an extra $1,300 a month from these 2 tenants. And let's say your mortgage with taxes and insurance comes up to be $700 a month, but you have to pay for this entire unit. So what does that mean? If you got these 2 people rented out, that means now that's pretty much covering your mortgage, your insurance, and your taxes. Okay, which is a good deal. And that still leaves you $600 extra to play with. So you can use this to, you can double up on your payments monthly, one for the mortgage, the other one for the principal on the house. You can use this to pay your utilities, that high gas bill that we have here in Michigan, or just your other bills that you have. Maybe you got a car note. Maybe your car note and your insurance $500. So just doing this model of getting a multi-unit, you're now living rent-free, and then with that extra money, you can pay off your car note. So that's car note and house note automatically right off the bat, just by having tenants. And a lot of times people aren't comfortable having tenants, renting it out and all that, because a lot of problems. But look at it. I mean, if you live in an apartment, you're going to be sharing space in the building anyway. So why not do it and use it for your advantage? And there's ways you can get around this. If you don't want to vet the tenants, you can get a property manager. They charge 10 to 12% to vet potential tenants for you. And they don't even have to know that you're the landlord. Okay, they can send the payments to the property manager. They think you just live there just like you do. That'll avoid a lot of problems. There's a lot of ways you can do it. I mean, so don't let all those little potential negativities stop you from taking advantage of this. So now you've got your multi-unit, FHA, 96.5% financing, 3.5% down, 2.5%. Very great interest rate. Put your $10,000 down. And one thing about this $10,000 down, a lot of cities, their housing, urban development departments, they sometimes have down payment assistance programs. And if you qualify, which a lot of you do, they'll give you maybe $5,000, some give you $10,000, whatever the amount is. They'll keep you, and you can even ask your mortgager. They'll tell you about different down assistance programs that you can use if you're a first-time buyer. So you don't have to always come up with your down payment. Maybe not to pay anything. I mean, it just all depends. This is for a $300,000 house. Maybe you're paying half. Maybe you don't only want a house for $150,000. So maybe your down payment is only $5,000, and maybe you get a $10,000 voucher for first-time buyer. It could cover your closing costs and your appraisal and all that stuff. Paying your realtor, all that could go into that. It all depends how much aggressive you are, how much research you are into this particular model. So now you've been underwritten through FHA to get the multifamily unit. So maybe 18 months is going by. Now you're ready to upgrade and get a bigger house, a single unit. Just you. You got your own space, you got your own backyard, 2-car garage, the whole nine. Okay. So FHA goes up to, I believe it's $600,000. I gotta double check. Let's say this house is $500,000. You leveled up a little bit. You got a big house, maybe it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and it's your dream house. So now you can go to the underwriters, and this is the thing. You can do first-time buyer for multi-unit to single unit. It's just they will not allow you to do it the other way around. You can't get a big single unit house and then do first-time buyer again and then try to get a multi-unit and just rent it out. They're not gonna let you do it like that. It has to be owner-occupied. So you gotta sacrifice for that year or two, live here, have them pay your mortgage, and then upgrade to the bigger house. Okay? So you do the whole process again. You get financed for this. You put your down payment down. Let me say it's $20,000. So you save up. You get your 20 grand. You move in here. Now, this particular unit is vacant. You just add someone else in here. This will be your 3rd unit. And maybe after a year, maybe the value of the property goes up. And you put the rent up an extra $50. So now each unit is $700 a piece. And you got $700 you're charging. So now you're getting $2,100 a month from this unit. Okay. So now, let's say for your new home, your taxes and your insurance and the mortgage is now $1,000 a month for the bigger home. Okay. So now you're getting $2,100 over here from your tenants. So now, is it gonna pay this, which is $700 a month? Okay, that leaves you at $1,400. And guess what? That still leaves you enough money to pay for your current house. So you take 1,000 off of here, you still left with 400 extra bucks. So you can take that 400, pay your bills, or you can pay it towards the balance or the principal on your house every month. It all depends. It's up to you, whatever your situation is. It's just good to have an extra $400 a month. This is being all paid. The value of this is going up. The equity is going up here. And the down payments are going down each month. It's amortizing. Okay? And it's these tenants paying for your rent over here. Or maybe you want to pay your rent. Or maybe you just want to save the extra $2,100 to get another property. It's totally up to you on how you want to do it. But with this model here, if you've done it this way, if you do the research, if you make that sacrifice for 1 and 2 years, and you're willing to share space with people, rent out the other 2 units, or even you get a 2-family flat and you rent out the upstairs, still, it can still cover the current mortgage. Or take away from that, you can have 2 homes under the first home buyer program. So it's there, so why not take advantage of it? Not to mention the tax breaks you would get from both homes. You would get tax breaks on both of these homes. Your value could go up tremendously. You could get equity in both of these houses. You can get equity in a rental. You can get equity in your personal. You can do a whole let. You can get home equity line of credit, or you can do an equity line of credit to do other things. So it's a lot of possibilities, and it leaves you a lot of options if you can just do it this way. And they will underwrite it. And so that's the benefit of being a homeowner twice, and the benefit of being a rental. So I hope this was beneficial to you. If you have any more questions about how this may work, or how you can be financed, or maybe you have credit issues, or maybe you have income issues, you can definitely reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. You can message me on Facebook, Anwar Khalil Williams on Facebook, and on Instagram, Mr313 RealEstate. You can reach out to me, check out my page there. My number is 313-848-0113. If you have any questions, I'm a pretty personable guy. Any questions you have about this or anything else, real estate or investing or credit, I'll be glad to help you as much as I know. If I don't know it, my mentors know it, or people I'm plugged in with knows it. Okay, so there'll be more videos to come, but this is just the video on home ownership. Thank you very much.